Hey, welcome to Tuesday Night D&D, episode 100.
100. Hold on, I have to resubscribe because I just realized I'm like, why am I watching an ad?
Well, thank you, sir.
You're most welcome. Ooh, a sub badge. Nice. Woohoozy.
All right.
Okay, I'm done being distracted now. Happy Tuesday. Ha ha ha. You said you didn't have a recap, Val?
Yeah, I think I forgot.
XL opens up with a 66.
Oh, I approve of this. I can do a quick one. We spent most of our time in Florin last time. So just a quick recap of where we left off. The party had made their way across their wonderful maiden voyage on the Beaver Core ship that they had stolen. Went and saw Lady Penelope. There was a wonderful conversation between Velmir, also an unconscious Mergen, just kind of going over some of the things that had happened. We sought out a cure. We made our wonderful fighter sleepwalk. Had some sandwiches. You know, more or less a bunch of minor details. Discovered where we were going to be going for the 5 missions that you'd been given from the guild. Prevented our prisoner from being killed many times while also debating turning him in for a reward. But yeah, I mean, any major points? I think most of our stuff was more humor and fun than anything too specific. But since we do have a lot to do, we'll pick up right where we left off last time, where we woke up the following morning. So let me long rest you. Did I already long rest you? I don't think I did. Long rest. So, Serena and Misfit sharing a room. Wake up. Serena, Misfit is missing his left eyebrow. Misfit. Serena has a funny drawn-on mustache.
I point at her and start laughing.
Yeah, she's taking that like a champ.
Not a peep. Wow.
She's stunned again. Oh no. Techno go AFK.
I know.
We'll get back to picking on them in a second. Who else was? I don't think we really covered who was where, because we had 3 different rooms. Vash has his own room. Yeah, I assume you mostly all probably wake up around the same time. While we wait for Serena to come back, does anyone go check on the unconscious rogue downstairs in the meantime?
Yes. Yeah.
Sure, roll a D. Actually, you know what? Excel, or anyone who's in chat, D100, first one gets it. So, Vel, you walk downstairs, and you see the individual still on the ground where you left him. However, there's a red mark on his head, and he's wet.
Uh-huh.
And the stool that was above him seems to have fallen over.
There's no way he knocked himself out. I'll just like at them. I'll like kick the bottom of his boot.
5 more minutes.
Okay. Everybody. But you know, if you want to get out of here verbally alive, I'd say make that like 1.
I don't want to go to school today, Mom.
Aren't you like 35?
Seems slightly out of it.
Okay.
After about
Come
30
downstairs.
seconds. It's at this point, those of you who are awake see Misfit walking down. Something seems drastically off. Anyone with a passive perception over 13 automatically sees he does not have one of his eyebrows.
That's not me.
Misfit? What happened to your face?
What do you mean?
You're missing an eyebrow.
Oh, yeah, I think I got pranked last night. Serena did too. Don't tell her.
Oh, she would have noticed when she put on her makeup this morning.
You weren't there when we were talking to you.
No. Start.
5, 4, 3, 2, out now.
Bash is also walking out of his room about this point. So, Irina, where are you at this point? Do you come out, or do you stay in your room trying to fix what's going on?
Oh, she would have pressed digitation. Tried to press digitation to mark her away.
It does not work. Are you still in your room?
At the moment.
Okay. Bash will kind of come downstairs, take a seat next to me, kind of look over at Misfit. You look different, boss. You changed the way the hat's sitting, or?
Oh, it's a good change. Really, freshens it up. You know,
He's more confident now.
it's like bald, but on my face and not my head.
Oh! What happened to your eyebrow?
Somebody stole it.
Like, stole it? Stole it?
Yeah.
He looks over at the rogue. I told you we should have kept him tied up.
I think it might have been Serena.
Why would Serena steal your eyebrow?
I don't know.
I don't know. She was threatening me for a while after I had teleported her into that trough.
I think she's just jealous because I have nicer eyebrows than her. Well, did.
I missed her chance to get back at you on that one.
Oh, I got back at her. I think. Must have done it in my sleep.
What happened to Serena?
Well, as soon as she comes down, we'll see if she fixed it or not.
I'm going to spend the rest of my time just, wistfully staring at your guys' door.
All right, at this point, Valus and Velmer are also gone. Marius probably is waking up about this point too, which is odd. Serena's normally kind of one of the first people up, but she hasn't come down yet.
Yes, I'm waking up and I'm back.
Welcome back.
Man, you must have gotten her good if she's not already.
Yeah, it was, I'm gonna be honest, it was probably worse than what she did to me. For her, at least.
Remind me not to share a room with you two.
I look at my hands like, what have I done?
Hey, Amelia, why don't you go check on her and make sure she's okay?
Oh, with pleasure. I was about to do that just now. Amelia goes and knocks on your guys' door.
Yes,
Is everything okay in there?
everything is fine. Bye.
Just checking. Misfit said that you pranked each other.
I didn't do anything of the sort.
I'm sure everything's okay.
Though if he's responsible for some things, he needs to confess that.
You don't think he's actually responsible? Just, he thinks he's responsible.
I'll be down shortly.
While you guys are doing that, Vash walks over to the bar. He's like this note with a dagger that's sticking on the tabletop. Because it's his dagger. His dad looks over. Not cool, man. I just had those refinished. Oh. Sorry, Dad. He just kind of takes the dagger and the note and puts it in. It was, oh, by the way, at this point, I need each player to roll a d4, and I will take them in the order we get them. But each of you gets to roll one.
Many
Let's get
twos.
those twos.
So that is
You wanted
four,
twos,
two,
right?
two. Oh, and I get to roll one too. I was like, oh, why do I have 6?
Veil, of course, can't go long. Got to be different.
Bash rolled a 1.
You too? You too?
At this point, Bash sounded like, oh, Misfit, I forgot. How silly of me. This package came for you about a week ago. I'd forgotten until just now. I was keeping it under here. Do you know a little gnome named Quill by chance?
It sounds familiar.
He's the gumball wizard from Tipsy Fox. You
Yeah,
met him
I
when
know
you
him.
first landed. He dropped, and you watch as he puts a sack in front of you on top of the tabletop of the bar.
Oh, I love getting mail. I'm gonna open it like I'm opening a birthday present.
It is a bag of gumballs. There are 4 yellow gumballs, 2 pink gumballs, 2 purple gumballs, 2 blue gumballs, 2 green gumballs, and 1 red gumball.
Can you write that down for me some way?
Yeah, I'll put it there. I wrote it in my book too. Like, yeah, he stopped through and left it off. Not 100% sure. Kind of a weird gift to leave your friends, but you're all kind of weird if you really come to think about it, I suppose.
No, this is a great gift.
All right, I have to read one.
There's only 3 colors in here. That's so weird.
I have to
You know,
answer a
that's not-
question real quick.
I'm gonna conjure a little caterpillar and stick it to my face, but it keeps crawling around, so I can't get it to stay still.
I like the picture you
Obviously,
put
you
it there.
work with-
It moves, but it stays in the general area, but it keeps moving shapes. So you look like you're cocking your eyebrow at one time, furrowing at another.
Exactly.
Velmer, roll a d4.
I told you it was a 4.
No, this is a different roll. This is perfect. Okay. West it is. All right. Back to business, as you were. Do you return after that, Felmer?
No. I feel like there's something else I want to do in town. Just give me some time to think about it.
Sure.
When you're ready, you can come on down.
As I said, I'll be down shortly.
All right, so as the 4 of you are downstairs, is there anything you want to do while you wait for Serena? And Serena, is there anything you want to do while you're upstairs?
Well, after magic doesn't work, water doesn't work, soap doesn't work, she's going to identify whatever the hell this is.
You
Magic
Glip.
mustache.
identify it. It seems to be an ink that is set with magic that does not seem to be able to be removed. It's like a magical permanent marker.
A magic marker.
It's like, what's the the sovereign glue? Except it's like the sovereign Sharpie.
Does she gather that a remove curse would work?
It is not a curse.
What about a dispel magic?
From what you can tell, it's going to be hard to figure out what might take this off. You might be able to cover it up, though.
It's very irritating.
And Unless you want to find someone with a wish spell to remove it. Most of those people already died.
I remember when Serena turned green once. That was funny.
Turn green.
Yeah, and she
I think
was.
she changed colors every time she pinched someone or every time we pinched her, I forget.
Rainbow colors.
No, she.
I know Simon turned green once too.
I believe there was like a brief shift when she was pinched or poked or something like that.
Oh yeah,
She
because
got it after she.
That's right. Misfit was very entertained that day. So are we going for the makeup application? Are we going to wear a very large scarf today? What's your plan?
Temporarily speaking, a makeup application.
Okay.
Better have
Just
some
roll.
good concealer.
Well, she just invested, if I recall correctly, in a very high-end disguise kit during the break.
Yep.
So go ahead and just roll a disguise kit check.
Believe that is performance. I want to say.
Sure.
It's either that or deception or.
You can just use your performance. It's fine. Okay. You go to cover it up. Looks fairly decent at the moment.
I didn't annoyedly make her way down.
I'm immediately trying to see what's wrong with her.
I think everybody is.
Can I help you?
Oh, good morning, Serena.
Good morning.
Did you get it off?
Speaking of, what the hell was that?
Oh, I don't know.
You just see he's got like it's a caterpillar, right?
Yes.
There's just a caterpillar where his missing eyebrow is.
Gogurt, engage angry face. And the
Um,
caterpillar slants downwards. Serena, did you
I-
eat my eyebrow last night?
No.
Oh,
what did the two of you do last night? You didn't drink that much.
I didn't do anything.
Misfit only had 2 milks.
I was gonna have a third, but
Way to show restraint, boss.
thanks, man. I'm trying to keep it together.
So what happened to he looks at the puddle on the ground. What happened to our little traveling buddy?
I think Val took him to get money.
Pretty fair.
That man is so good. He's definitely going
Very
to
nice
wind
of
up
her to
dead.
get him some money.
Vel, roll a
No,
demon
no,
hunter.
no. Oh no. She is taking him to the authorities to sell him off for money.
Oh, that sounds kind of mean.
I mean, in all fairness, he probably would have gotten himself arrested anyways. We might as well get some money for it. I mean, kind of makes sense at least. Besides, if he's arrested, it's less likely he'll be murdered horribly, like Dad said.
Think of it this way. If we had left him at Penelope's, he probably would be dead by now. So we're letting him live in a cell.
You know, she's not technically wrong.
No, we're probably condemning him to a horrible death in a cell.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be dead than live in a cell.
The
Do you
world
think
may
they're
never
going
know.
to keep it very well lit down there?
I think I'd be okay unless it's a magical cell.
I don't really think they do a whole lot of magical cells in your typical prisons. Rathgar maybe, but not like a. I don't really think they keep anyone that. Honestly, nothing that horrible really happens here.
That's good.
Except the demon
So-
attack.
That never really kind of stretched up this far. And that's not really criminals. You don't really arrest those.
Well, maybe if you arrested them, then they wouldn't be so bad.
Bash's dad just like stops cleaning the glass he's cleaning and just kind of stares at Misfit for a second. And then goes back to cleaning the glass.
Okay. Oh. Not sure when Val's getting back.
And kind of pulls out a piece of paper. She should be back in not too long, I imagine. I think she just needed to go pick up something at the store.
Speaking of, I should do much the same. Are there any magic shops around?
Like what kind of magic shop? I know there's like a magical tailor in town.
One more that sells like trinkets and magical solvents.
Not specifically. Those are more in the. There would there be any? Dad, do you know of any? Typically more of southern coastline specialties. Not a oddly enough, not a whole lot of magic users in the city of Florin, other than the Lady Penelope and a few others.
You say magical tailor?
Yes.
Uh, do you know how expensive are they?
What are you looking for?
I just wanted to see, really.
Magical bow tie.
I mean, it really just depends. I would imagine their pieces would probably be somewhere like a couple hundred gold pieces to a few thousand, depending on what you're looking to buy. They sell like robes, cloaks, enchanted clothing, hats, maybe even might have a couple pairs of shoes.
I say we hit up the magical tailor.
Yeah, we can always have a look.
Sure. I got everything I need.
Could I get some milk, by the way?
In a clean or a
No.
dirty glass?
Clean, preferably.
Goes ahead, pour some milk, slides one over to you.
Thank you.
No, you should really get the dirty glasses. They have more flavor.
They're also dirty.
So you drink your milk? Serena. Got a little bit of a mustache right there. He's just gonna kind of come over with a napkin. It's a milk mustache. There you go.
Thank you. Oh,
Wouldn't want you walking out with that. That would have been embarrassing. All right, let's go shopping.
I gotta get my stuff. 1 minute.
All right, so you guys,
Just put it checked.
he knows where it is.
How long does it take her to come down?
don't know.
Too long. She's also gonna try the milk solvent, see if that works.
You try to apply the milk. Does not seem to have any function, unfortunately.
Now you need to redo foundation and makeup.
I had to
It'll
redo
take
that anyways
20
after
minutes.
thinking.
How much did she pack with her? All right, so by the time you guys pack up and head to the magical tailor shop, as you walk in, you see Vel kind of sitting there. You know, a quiver. You put arrows in it.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, Vel.
really, you don't?
I've never like a bag for arrows.
I hold up my own quiver like this. You don't make one of these?
I mean, I could like. I have a bunch of nice bags. I don't
That's
know.
not really a tailor's thing, pal. That's more of a burger.
Oh, hi. What are you doing here?
So look around, do a bit of winter shopping.
She kind of looks over. Oh, hi, Vash. Good to see you. How's your father? Oh, good to see you again. She has the thing for my dad.
Oh,
Anyways, my friends were just wanting to take a look at some of your wares. Friends? The madam, friends.
hello,
Nice to
madam.
meet you.
I would like to see your most magical bow tie, please.
Sure. And you watch as she walks back to the back wall and pulls out like this little sliding drawer. And there are 6 bow ties in it. Now, is this for an event or a party? What are you looking for?
Standard affair.
Sure. And she will grab out like this lavender one. It has a nice pattern on it. Kind of like brings it over to you. It's a clip on.
Oh,
It smells like lavender.
delightful.
Yes, this one helps, especially if you're in a stressed out situation. A very formal affair. It keeps you nice and smelling good the entire night.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
This one, and there's like a red and white polka dot one. This one's more for parties, and she takes off the purple one, puts on the red and white one, and then she just kind of pokes the center of it, and it spins around and makes like a little whirling sound. I can do almost anything with cloth. What about the rest of you?
I'm uncertain. Should kind of have a look around at whatever's kind of on display.
Yeah, there's assortments of robes, hats, different things. There's a couple of pairs of shoes, although it doesn't look like they specialize in them per se. They just have some. And then you see one sword.
Sword?
An odd
It's
sword.
kind of hanging up on the wall. Oh,
Is there a story behind that one?
Go ahead and pick it up.
May I? Okay. Amelia will try.
Sure. What do you do with it?
Just pick it up gently.
You pick it up gently, kind of hold it, look at it. My, don't you look lovely today? You are radiant.
Is that the sort of compliment?
Yes, you've seen one before.
Well, how positively delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give it a swing.
Wait, what kind of sword is it?
It's a sword of compliments.
Long sword, short sword.
It's like this one specifically is a rapier.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I'll give it a little Swish.
Sorry about that. Even another swing?
Amelia, like, she can probably Amelia look a little bit disgust, kind of, and then she'll put it back gently and like walk away from that thing.
You have yourself a lovely day. I'll see you next time.
Hmm.
Its wounds cut deeper than any I've ever seen.
We got new
Unless
belts.
it is emotional damage.
Yes, it used to belong to a famous bard.
Famous bar?
I don't know which one. I don't really travel in bard circles, really. But if you need a fancy piece to wear with you and want to impress people, it's not that bad.
Stuff
That
belts.
doesn't quite been my style, unfortunately.
Belts, you said?
Yeah.
Like a belt of slimming?
You just have like a display, please. I could browse or
Yeah, I mean, there's things all over. If you have any questions, let me know.
I want to browse belts.
I need a belt of slimming in real life.
Yeah, you start to gather most of the enchantments on these things are more cosmetic than anything else. It kind of caters more to the fancy folk of the city of Florin as opposed to adventurers.
Gotcha.
How much
Once
for
I start picking up on that vibe, I think I'm just gonna walk out.
How much for the lavender bow tie?
Lavender bow tie? 80 gold pieces.
Sphere, how much money do I have? Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll probably head back through here in not too long after we finish some of our work. Maybe as a reward, we can get you a purple bow tie then.
Oh, I thought it was blue. Yeah, it's a good idea, though.
That's the spirit. He kind of like looks over at the sword for a second. Kind of stops.
You don't need another. You have so many already.
No, I've just never thought that there would actually be a sword that compliments people instead of yells at them. But anyways, let's get going.
Caterpillar engage sympathy. I give him like a pat on the shoulder. My eyebrow kind of curves downwards.
Nice.
Once we leave, Amelia's like, that sword keeps me out.
Why is that?
Makes me uneasy too.
I need to go to a florist.
They're easy enough to find on the road.
Fash gets me.
That sword would make me really uncomfortable. Thank you for not buying it.
Seeds. Many seeds.
Would Amelia know any bard that had a sword of influence like that?
Roll a history check.
Nope.
You kind of think back on some old tales. Nothing's that comes to mind.
Yeah, we are both doctors.
Serena, you seem to recall, although it wasn't a bard of your world, but it was a bard who traveled through many worlds. It had a sword similar, but a sort of complements. It might be something similar, but oh God, what was that fellow's name? If only he'd rolled over a 20.
I think it started with a C. I know there was someone with a talking sword that was quite good with words, but I can't recall what the name was.
So, How much did you get for the rogue?
What are you talking about?
They said you turned in the rogue.
Who did?
He looks over towards Misfit Amelia.
The caterpillar has migrated to the top of my lip. Huh?
You didn't. You know.
Oh,
Did
no,
you?
I didn't. No. Not that. I'll point at him.
Point at who?
That.
Oh, oh, that makes sense. Oh, by the way, and he watches, he pulls out his dagger that you had left on the table.
Yep, thanks. Don't really like you knowing where I am all the time, you know?
Oh. Yeah, it's less for that. I can't do it over far distances.
No, I know.
He just kind of smiles.
But I don't trust your grandpa.
Grandpa?
Oh, sorry. Great grandpa?
Huh? You mean my dad?
No, your sword.
I'm not following.
Person in your sword.
You know, the guy who takes you over when you fall asleep every now and then?
I put my sword in people, but I don't believe anyone's ever put people in my sword.
No, there's people in there. I saw.
He just seems kind of confused at you guys mentioning this.
Your grandpa took over your body when we were at Penelope's and he walked it to your dad's house.
Oh, no. I'm just, I probably should. I sleepwalk.
You
Oh, that's your
teleport like
grandpa.
2 miles. Easy.
Really?
Karina just kind of like puts two
Yeah.
hands on his shoulders.
But you were
Ah.
unconscious.
It's alright.
Don't really remember that. Huh.
Yeah,
you were
because you were
unconscious.
unconscious.
You know, deep down, I think we've all got a little bit of our grandpas inside our hearts somewhere. Yours is just in your sword.
He just kind of like looks down at his sword.
I appreciate your choices of words there, Misfit.
I've been very creepy very fast.
Did your
Well,
dad never tell you?
Just kind of. No, I don't. Anyways, I believe we have some work to get to, don't we, boss?
It's okay, guys. Just let him change the subject. He's coming to terms.
He just kind of
yes,
sits there and like gives you a death glare.
Need to go north.
I need AFK
right,
to do something for the wife. Be right back.
That's fine. Are we walking, getting horses?
We might need to leg it to Alephia. And then based on how much money we have there, we might want to get horses.
Do not run caravans and carts?
I don't know, there might be.
So we could probably get a caravan. I think we could probably. There's 6 of us. We could probably book passage on a caravan for about 20 gold pieces. Only take us about 2 days to get there. Or we could walk. It might take 4 days or so.
We could also probably not volunteer, but get paid as extra guards if it's been dangerous.
I mean, there's always that possibility.
That sounds like a terrific idea.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you one of my platinum pieces and stock up on seeds.
What kind of seeds are you looking for?
Variety.
Like flowers?
Many variety.
Are you looking for like food seeds or like flower seeds?
Flower seeds.
Okay,
Flowers,
those you
trees,
can find.
bushes.
And just plant seeds.
Yeah. Easy enough to do. So you get like a random bag of seeds. Easy enough. So, bodyguard work, or should we just pay?
I don't mind getting paid to get where we want to go.
I think Sophia's getting a little bit grumpy with how broke I am right now.
Why do you say that?
She keeps biting me.
I mean, we can always
Yeah.
volunteer. Don't necessarily get paid, but we get free passage and free food.
That would work. I like free food.
All right, let me go talk to the caravan master and see what I can work out.
I'm going to get a chicken herbalist. I'll be back.
Sure. Amelia can show you the one she went to if needed.
Yeah, if you would like.
All right, so while they work on securing caravan guard duty for the free ride, what do you want to ask the herbalist?
Do you have any form of solvents for a permanent marker?
A what now?
Any form of solvents for a permanent marker?
Minute marker?
Like a room? I mean, I
Yeah.
have solvents. Is it like stone, metal? What are we working with?
Ink.
Oh, ink. Roll a D100, Serena.
3.
I do have something I've been able to use to take ink out of clothing. I mean, what do you need to get the ink out of?
Kind of leans in and whispers. A friend of mine has been afflicted with some ink.
A friend of mine.
Oh, your
Yeah, lights up.
friend. Exactly. How did this get on her face? I mean, I could make a solvent, but it might be a little irritating to the skin.
Is it damaging?
I wouldn't imagine permanently. Very good at removing pigment, though. Is your friend of a more fair complexion, or?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure it would probably be hardly noticeable. Maybe. Never tried it on flesh before, though.
You're not exactly making me comfortable with that.
You mean your friend?
For them.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's the only thing I'm aware of. Like I said, I've only ever made one to get ink out of fine clothing. But on the bright side, I've never permanently damaged any of the clothing.
Very well. How much would that solvent be, and how much would it take, or how much would it cost?
Now I'm kind of curious. I'd be willing to sell it at a discount for about 7 gold pieces. Under one condition.
Mm-hmm.
Can I watch? For science.
To see if it works. For future customers.
Research and development. Tone development, you see.
Very well. On
All
one
right,
end,
do you want to go fetch your friend?
yes, I can do that in a moment. However, if there's any damages, you've got bombs and stuff for that, I hope.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, so what do? You pay him 7 gold.
Yep.
All right. It's like, okay, so where's your friend?
I'll go get them. She'll wander out.
Uh-huh.
Amelia, are you coming?
Nope.
So you walk out and come back in with a disguise on?
I'm gonna walk out, come back in with a disguise and an illusionary screen.
Oh,
Just going for it.
dear. Let me see what we're working with here.
Guys are real bad.
Somewhere more private would be appreciated.
Yes, I brew the explosive stuff behind here, this little metal curtain.
Amelia, you missed your chance to see this.
I know.
All right, let's take a look at what we have.
I poke the illusionary through.
Your head like goes through the middle of it while they're not paying attention.
Like, yeah,
Well, they can react. So
Well, I
probably
mean,
see it.
He's
It
not
needs
looking at
input
it
from you.
anyways. He's like waving your hand to the illusion.
Yep.
All right. So what are we working with?
fast. Jill kind of rub off the makeup.
Please tell me there's a reflective surface that I can see that.
Roll a perception check.
I don't have inspiration, damn it. Perception. Nah,
I
nothing.
don't say anything. Dear, I don't see what you're talking about.
She'll pull out the her mirror.
Look, you see it.
You don't see anything?
Not specifically, no. You should really have more confidence in yourself. You
Thanks.
look wonderful.
Oh. Appreciate that.
I think your friend may be playing a prank on you.
She would never.
All right.
You just hold on to this solvent then, why don't you?
Thanks.
All right. So as you walk back out, Amelia, this other individual doesn't seem to have anything on their face.
I act like I hadn't been just sticking my hand through Serena.
Imagine the illusion just like glaring at you, just because.
Everything done?
Everything went perfect. Terrific. We should probably be off. Thanks again.
Have yourself a good trip now. Stay safe.
We will.
Gonna nod.
All right. So as you guys return, Vash has seemingly negotiated caravan duty. You guys do have to split up into the caravans, but you get free rides and free food.
I'm on team 2.
It's all good. We're going to fast travel there anyways. So anything else you need to do before you leave town? Or are we heading towards the lakeside?
I think we are headed toward the lakeside.
Okay. So as the 2 days of travel pass, let's see. By the time we get there, because we do go a little bit slower, I'd say you probably roll up to the town itself, probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Very nice looking town. It's not as fancy as Florin. Looks very peaceful. Most of the town is kind of built against the water.
Hey, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So as you roll into Lefia,
This looks interesting.
one of the caravan drivers. Ah, yeah, it's a great town. Though I hear there's been some strange things going on. I wouldn't bring it up though. They're very sensitive about it.
What kind of things?
The murders? Oh, I'm sorry.
I heard there was a mass murderer on the loose. Escaped from Rathgar and has been killing the townsfolk.
That doesn't sound good. Have they only been
Should-
talking to townsfolk or are travelers in danger too?
I don't know. I never stay here long enough. We'll probably reprovision. We'll head out tonight. You're not staying in town, are you?
We won't stay here after long.
You souls
Yeah,
are
we're staying.
brave. Good luck, Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Caravan Man.
Eyebrow. He kind of nods at the eyebrow.
I nod back.
What are you gonna do when that thing pupates?
I'll have to hire another caterpillar.
All right, so you get dropped off kind of in the middle of the town square. Everything seems on the up and up. Places are open. There's merchants about.
Misfit, I just had an idea.
Uh-huh.
Like, I need to double check what pupate means. But when it turns into a butterfly, it could be created to bow tie while you hire a new caterpillar.
That's such a good idea.
Vash kind of comes off of his wagon with probably Velmer. Like,
Oof. Man,
have you
that
guys
sounds
been
wrong.
talking about caterpillars and bow ties the entire time we've been on this journey?
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, you talked about swords the whole time.
Yeah. I can do
And-
something with a sword. I can't hurt anyone with a bow tie.
You haven't tried on me.
Vash, every day it's becoming more and more
I've
clear
heard
why
you
you're
can if
so
they're from
single.
a place called Columbia.
Kind of like
From
Sharon.
Bogart, a killer.
You could certainly strangle someone with a bow tie.
Place kind of gives me the creeps.
There's an eerie vibe about this place.
Dibs
Why
on
are
getting
they
murdered
s-
first.
Why are they so happy looking? But
Yeah.
like in an uncomfortable way.
Well, like, does it look like they're forcing smiles?
All insight checks if you wish. Everything kind of seems on the up and up. There's like this sense of unease that underlines all of it. But on the bright side, they seem very welcome to new travelers coming in.
Lou used to have this same energy a lot, where he was pretending everything was fine, but inside he was screaming. I miss him.
That sounds awful.
Makes a lot of sense, though. All right, Captain, where do you suggest we start?
Well,
Oh, should we have a contact on the papers? That's always where all the other captains started.
Do we have a
You-
contact?
You look at the paper.
Yes.
It doesn't specifically list a contact, no.
Okay, well, the caravan man said they're a little sensitive, so we're gonna go about this tactfully.
Are we going in one big group or are we splitting up?
I don't know, I
Before
haven't
we
come up
do
with a
that,
tactic yet.
Ash just kind of looks at you. You're just going to go right out and ask him out front, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if I want to be associated with that, honestly.
You have fun with that. I'm gonna really just get an in.
I'm gonna see if I can find anything as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck talking with people, buddy. Unless you want me to, unless you're gonna order me to come with you, then I can't really do anything about that.
No, you can do what you want. Unless
Don't
you
worry
go-
about the captain. I'll take good care of him. All right, so where do you wish to go, Misfit? So Vash goes with you. The rest of you guys, where do you go?
I am going to try and find thieves' camp markings around to see if I can find any symbols of like more of the nefarious kind, like kidnapping targets and stuff. That's probably what I try to look for first.
Nothing specifically. As you kind of look around, the only thieves mark you kind of find is like a safe haven mark, and it's on probably the main inn for the city.
Okay.
Serena's gonna link everyone up, and she's gonna check a bar.
I'm going to the police.
Serena, there is a bar that is closer to the shore itself on the lake, or there is the bar at the inn.
So I'm going to the inn.
So go for the. Yeah, Amelia's going to the inn, so we'll go to the one toward the lake.
Sure. So the two of them are going to the inn. You're going to the one by the lake. Marius, where do you want to go?
Lake sounds good.
All right, so you'll accompany her towards there, and then where are we going, Misfit?
Man,
The police.
we immediately split up, don't we?
Yep. All right, so we'll start with the police first while we get to the rest of you in a second. So, Misfit, you kind of walk over to the local guardhouse. Outside, roll a D100.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people around. There is a wanted board in front of it. And you just see a picture of kind of looks like an elvish man with like dark brownish black hair. And to each of his sides, it's these two men in hoods, but no just drawing of their face. Seemingly the prisoner who escaped from Rathgar.
Oh, does it say his name or anything? Or details? Look at a closer look.
Doesn't have a name, just has it has his picture. Let's see if I can find the picture for you in 1 sec.
I'm gonna pull out my little journal, make a artistic rendition. I'll make a dex check to see how good I draw it. Oh yeah, that's good.
That was pictures here. I just saw. The individual in the middle in black and white kind of looks like this.
Yeah, that's a elf man. Flash, you seeing this?
It doesn't look familiar.
I
That
wonder what
bounty,
it did.
though. Woo!
What's the bounty?
30,000 gold pieces.
That's a lot of money. I feel like that's for
Says,
bigger boys than us.
says here they killed two guards and took one hostage. Or just one is missing. Must have done something bad before that if he's worth that much. He's gonna go ahead and just like grab it off the board and put it in his bag.
Oh.
Let's go ask more about it inside.
Yeah.
All right, so as you walk into the guardhouse.
Uh-huh.
Can I help the two of you?
Right back.
Hi, we're from Tipsy Fox. We're here to attempt to collect a bounty. If you could give us any more information, that'd be really, really helpful.
Tipsy. And kind of like looks for some paperwork. Oh, are you here about the job that we had posted?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So glad you guys could make it. I assume you've already been caught up to speed?
Not really. We just got here.
Oh. Well, you couldn't have got here any sooner. Things have been getting worse. There's been 4 killings in the last 2 weeks alone.
Ooh.
We're a little bit stumped. We honestly feel a little bit out of our element here. I mean, we've seen crimes happen before, but nothing quite like this. It's just the two of you.
Oh no, we've got a couple more people on our team. They're getting set up though.
Oh, good. So I assume you came to take a look at the body?
I look at Vash. Yeah, we did.
Oh, right this way. The body?
Man, this is getting intense really fast.
How much were we getting paid for this one?
I don't know. Not that much.
You peek at the page.
Yeah.
It's like 750 gold.
That's not that much.
All right. I mean, it can't be that dangerous, right? Let's just take a look at the body and go from there.
Wouldn't be the first time that we got a job that was too much for us.
All right this way. And it opens the door and you see there is a body on a table that is currently covered with like a sheet. That's how we found her. No one had broken into the home. No signs of a struggle. I'm gonna wait outside. I just can't look at that face. Still haunts me.
Thanks for your help. We'll be right back out.
So glad you all could make it. I'll let the captain know. He leaves the two of you in the room with the body. Well, this is an interesting start to our adventures on this island. Would you like the honors or should I do it?
No, it's okay. I can do it. I'm gonna peek back the face area.
Roll a D100. All right, so you kind of take a deep breath. And you throw it back, and there's 2 feet.
What?
This end, buddy.
Oh, right.
As you go to pull back the curtain, or not the curtain, the sheet, it's a woman maybe in her early 20s, and her body is like completely locked up in like this horrifying look of terror and literally died and her body set that way.
Poor lady.
I'm not a medical expert. This one, not sure what to make of it. What do you think?
Uh,
She's like keep looking at this scary,
yeah, that's,
horrified look on the face. That it's almost like she just is looking directly at you.
my uncle Dirge told me that some druids could talk with dead people, but he never taught me that. I don't even know what I'd ask her. I'm gonna wild shape.
Sure. Do I even want to know?
Big woofer,
Sure.
and I'm just gonna try to get any sort of scent off of her besides her own.
Sure. Roll a we'll let you do a survival at advantage. As you're just trying to like discern the sense. She's got a couple of random scents on her, just from like humans that probably carried her in here. No blood. Nothing out of the ordinary that you can smell. Unless the people that carried her in her did it.
No wounds or anything?
Not a single wound on the body. It's just a beautiful young woman who like locked up with this horrified look on her face.
It's like she died of shock.
I think we're going to need someone a little bit more medically inclined if we're going to figure this one out.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm currently the closest thing to that on this team.
Marius.
Oh yeah, maybe Marius would know.
Is that a pigeon outside?
Where?
I thought I just heard a pigeon come by and say something.
So odd, those pigeons.
He's going to go ahead and cover the body back up. Maybe we should go see if the others have had any luck finding out and bring them back, get their opinion.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right.
Drop my wild shape form and we'll walk out.
So while you guys are doing that, Serena and Marius. So you guys go to the bar along the shore.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a man in his late 40s, kind of just polishing some dirty glasses.
Sweet. She'll head in her student form.
Welcome.
Hey.
Always good to see some new faces.
Hey, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it.
Does there seem to be a lot of people in the bar right now, or?
I mean, not a lot of people. There might be like 8 to 10 people in this bar. Can I get you guys a drink?
Oh, that would be lovely.
So, and kind of starts pouring. It's like 2 silver for the drink. So, what brings you into town?
Oh, just passing through.
Well,
Hi.
roll a persuasion check, Serena.
Certainly do.
Kind of like leans in towards you. like seeing you guys here, but you should really be careful while you're about, miss. They say there's a murder about, killing young folk like yourself.
How long has this been going on?
Well, it started, as far as I know, maybe a couple months ago, but it's been getting more frequent. Younger folk, every couple of nights, have been discovered dead. They don't really seem to know who's behind it.
Are they
Is there any
targeting?
similarities between the murders? Are they all
I
women?
mean, no, there's young men and women. They all seem to be very young, good-looking folk. But other than that,
I guess I'm safe.
he just kind of laughs. Me too, friend. Me too. It's like, I'm not 100% sure. I know there was an escaped prisoner, but there was a couple of deaths even before that had happened, so I'm not fairly certain. But I hear, the bodies, they say, are found in the most horrible states when they find them, but yet no sign of struggle, nothing. Seems like they just up and died.
No mutilation or other harm?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, you'd have to ask the local authorities. I know they've tried to hire some outside people to kind of help and ascertain what is going on, but all I can tell you is I know the two of you are safe. Whatever problems we may have, but keep it on the down low. Seem to be specific to our village here.
Any specific area of the village or time of night or day?
It seems to mostly be people discovered in the morning, so maybe night. But no, there's been rich people, poor people, even an occasional traveler or two.
They said they're only targeting villagers.
No, we're just happy to see travelers because we're assuming this must be someone from in the village. I mean, I guess it could be someone from outside the village, but they'd have to be traveling back and forth.
Any new residents within this time frame when it started happening?
I mean, not specifically. We get new people now and then, but most people have lived here a couple generations. It's a simple town, but it does all of us well. But I just couldn't let a lass like yourself go without giving you a heads up.
Just smiles. Thanks. He just kind of takes another drink.
It's like, word of advice. He like motions to your face. You might want to make that look a little less you-ish, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'll find some dirt or something.
He just kind of nods and then goes back to his business.
On point with this question.
Team in.
What do you think, Serena?
I think that's Amelia and I.
Well, they can finish it. I have a question.
Hard to say. We're going to need more information, that's for certain. But it does seem like either a local or someone hanging about. My money's on someone with a secret basement.
Just kind of nod.
All right. Team in. So as you guys get there, it's a fairly large inn. There's probably like 20 people in there at the moment. What do you guys do?
Oh, well, look at that. And I'll like gesture to like a stone near the front door.
Mhm.
Oh, you don't see that?
See one.
It's like a little mark carved into a piece of stone.
It's a rock.
That guy did a good job then. And I'll go inside.
Okay.
Looks fairly
I'll go
busy.
inside. Yeah. So do you think we
Uh,
should
the-
get
Nick?
rooms if we're staying? You were saying?
I was going to say the name of the inn is the Tranquil Shore Inn.
Hmm. Fancy name.
The bar was the Silver Cup.
I mean, it's probably gonna be the safest place in town to go to sleep.
All right.
But before you book rooms, why don't you ask around the people there? You're charming enough. I'm gonna have a talk with the innkeeper.
Sure. You see a woman, like in her late 30s, early 40s, just kind of sitting behind the bar. Blondish gray hair.
Yeah, I'll sit down across from her.
Welcome.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, have you seen any stray dogs around lately?
Kind of looks around. No, no stray dogs about recently.
Because I think I saw one one or two alleys back, and I was just wondering if there was a place that would hold them up for a night or two.
Not specifically, but I assure you, you don't need to worry about any stray dogs while you're staying here.
Okay, well that's good. So I guess none have come by recently then.
Not any strays, just your typical dogs that reside within the town. No foreign dogs or strays passing through.
Okay, so if one was desperate enough, maybe they'd find a place here then.
I mean, if there was a dog in need enough coming through, I mean, I do love dogs. I mean, I could always take a dog in for the night. But, you know, as long as they don't bite anyone, otherwise, it really wouldn't work.
Good to know, thank you. And I'll get up and leave.
Mhm.
And I'll go join Amelia.
All right, Amelia, who are you talking to?
Hmm.
Was that thieves' cat? Did that just go over my head?
Yeah, that was
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. Yes, it did.
I got fooled.
Yeah, I was gonna whisper to you and go like thieves can't, baby.
Hmm.
Misfit's just waiting for the dogs to show up.
Oh, there's dogs here? Oh.
Is there anyone who looks like they're just sitting by themselves and
I mean, a
aren't
few.
giving off the I don't want to be talked to vibe?
The one thing I will say you do kind of notice here is there's a little bit more of a sense of ease here. Just because there's a larger number of people, you've gathered that might make them feel a little bit more comfortable. That and the alcohol, put those two together, is probably a good driving factor behind it. But yeah, you see a couple of people varying ages. There's even like a kid playing over by the fireplace.
Hmm. That could be. Hmm. I was really just planning on getting rooms for everyone. But I'm gonna just. Hmm. I didn't think this far ahead for information gathering. Come back to me. I'll think of something.
Okay. So you guys go around. It probably takes you all like a good hour and a half to get your first settling in as you kind of figure out anything. You guys didn't really set like a spot to meet each other. You are mentally connected though, so I leave it up to you guys.
Yeah. What did you sit at anybody in Amelia, or are you by yourself? Because I can help with this.
I was probably to sit with a random gentleman.
Well, Amelia, who'd you find here?
Oh,
Oh.
hello.
Hi.
Hello
What's
there.
your name? I assume
My
your friend
name?
has taken an interest in you.
Oh, Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, I'm a
Can I
fisherman.
call you Tony?
Technically, my dad's Tony. You understand.
Yeah, I really do. Fisher. Oh. So has the canal been interfering with what you've been doing this whole time?
No?
Yeah, we're still in the over on the mainland. There's been a lot of uh, gunk in the water. Has it made it over here yet?
Oh no, we fished the lake. Much less of an issue.
I'll pull out a map. Oh yeah, that does make a lot more sense actually. Sorry, I just came in from Florida. I still got my sea legs on.
No, it's all good. No,
Town.
freshwater lake.
How attractive is Tony?
What?
Nah,
Okay.
depends on. I mean, right now he smells like fish and
Right.
looks like he's been fishing. So I mean, he might clean up to a 7.
Okay.
It's quite a lovely town you have here.
Thanks. We liked it a lot. What brings you guys into town?
We're heading
Work.
to. Yeah.
Work? I get how that goes. Are you guys staying in town?
Well, that's what I'm trying-
I think we are. Yes.
Roll a persuasion check.
All right.
I mean, that's what we said we're gonna do, right? As I give you guild advantage on that roll.
Thank you. Watch my double ones. Okay, there we go.
You girls are gonna love it here. Don't worry.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
do you have any places of interest that you know about?
No, but if either one of you wants to have a cruise out on the lake, just let me know.
really? A free cruise just for us? And I'll like lean in, like on my shoulder, hand on the table.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, my boat's not much, but the lake's really beautiful at night.
Mm.
It's a insight of 23. Hmm.
That is a 2. You gather he doesn't go on a lot of dates, and he's got to make his moves where he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I thought. Well, I might just take you up on that.
Well, you just let me know. And he kind of like will point down the road. He's like, I live about 2 blocks down that way. You let me know. I got enough room for both of you. We can make an evening of it.
Really? You're going for 2 on your first try, huh?
Oh, that 14 fell to a 4. He just kind of like does like the deep throat gulp for a second. Anyways, I need to go back and clean my hall. If you get bored, let me know. And he just like leaves very quickly.
Shatter.
Turn him off.
All right. So at this point, do you guys reconvene with your mental link?
Mhm.
I'm not against it, no.
Oh, say, we're at the inn. So we're at the inn.
Yeah, it's not a super huge town. Like the town square is like a big part of the town. Even the bars you were at aren't that too far away from each other. So you're all within about 2 to 4 blocks of each other.
Come on, let's go outside and meet them.
All right.
And it is and like in front of like a
Hey, thank you for the dono again.
quote unquote
Appreciate it.
town square or not.
Yeah, the inn does sit on the town square.
Okay, yeah. We'll meet at the town square instead of inside the inn.
We can meet up there.
It's like a good 40 people out in the town square.
I saw a dead
Decently
lady
busy.
today.
Misfit.
Oh.
Not out loud like that.
No, I said it in the head
Oh.
network.
Oh, in the
Uh-huh.
head network?
The head network.
I will also send through the head network. All right, no one shady's been through the inn, and they're not holding anybody up either.
Body
Okay.
like.
The boss is right. We did see a dead body.
Oh,
It
holy
was really
shit.
creepy.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits. It's very appreciated. You're very kind.
Thank you.
Whoa, thank
Thanks.
you. What did you say, Serena?
Body like.
What?
What
was the
was the
body
body like?
A lady.
Sort
She
of
looked
Bosch.
kind of freaky.
We're in mental head network.
Things over to Bosch.
I mean, like, how was it? Dead or like what specifically?
Thing of note.
Really hard to say. We took a look at it, but it's not really either of our strong suits. It doesn't seem to have any injuries, just looked very horrified. As you guys do kind of link up and connect together. Misfit, do the face.
Yogurt, engage formation B.
So you watch Misfit kind of make the face and then the eyebrow makes like this horrified eyebrow look. It adds to the dramatic effect.
Okay.
So they were like scared stiff or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Scared to death? It's hard to say.
I'm gonna make one of these.
We may be dealing with some form of spirit.
I stop. I start sniffing the air. I take a step towards Amelia.
Yes.
You smell like trout. Did you go eat fish without me?
No, we talked with a fisher boy.
Without me?
We went to the inn.
What, were we not supposed to talk to anybody?
No, it's okay. I'll go myself later. It's fine.
We didn't eat anything if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No,
He rubbed off on us. Still a kid's got guts. He won't be single forever.
Hmm?
Oh, he has to have 2 people at the same time.
That's a brave fisherman.
Brave
Yeah.
is
Oh,
in chat.
right?
You got asked out by a fisherman?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm jealous.
You
You
know
want to
what?
be asked out
You
by
want to
a
go on a date
fisherman?
with him? I can take you.
Dude, yeah. This is my
Oh.
favorite lake. This is where I used to live.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
You're missing the point here.
Oh,
Yeah.
um, right. What were we talking about?
A dead body?
Yeah.
So we may be dealing with some form of spirit.
No, it's not a spirit. It's just maybe like a really scary man.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, and you watch Vash pulls out the wanted poster.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is the fugitive that seemed to escape too. Got conflicting stories on the time. I'm not really sure if this individual's involved, but if you do see him, I would probably not approach alone or at all. He
Yeah.
points out the
That's-
30,000 gold piece bounty.
That's a lot of money.
Shit, dude.
I think I'd have to
Um,
turn myself
thi-
in.
Does the wanted poster have a name on it?
It does not.
Also,
Seems he's been in the system so long that they do not know his name.
also, for those curious, apparently, whoever our killer is targeting pretty people.
Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, outside of the freaky scared look, she was quite beautiful.
Thank you for more bits. You are crazy and appreciate it.
Just pretty, or
Thus far, all of the targets have been beautiful and young.
young? Oh, I'm safe.
You're not that old.
Serena, I'm halfway through, man.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm pushing 40.
Oh, you're not that old. Come on.
Yeah, Serena's like 80. You're
I'm
fine.
100.
Oh,
She's an elf.
she's
They live
old.
forever.
I'm not old.
My dad says I'm old.
Yeah, well, you're also
I'm
40.
not old. I'm
Oh,
40.
wait.
I'm 37, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, that means you're younger than me. Shut up.
So,
Thought you were a lot younger than that.
is he
Thank you
targeting
again,
only
Imp.
humans?
It's
Is the
going
killer
crazy in
only
chat with
targeting
bits.
humans?
Oh my goodness.
I didn't quite catch that.
Only
Is
humans.
only humans?
I didn't hear anything about only humans. I'm not sure.
Just young, beautiful
Um,
people. Status apparently doesn't matter.
I was more worried that if this
You-
person was targeting people of other races, is it a scale or just human consideration of young?
I believe the girl we saw was human.
Oh, Mars.
We should.
Do you think seeing the dead body could inspire anything off of you? I mean, you read everything.
None of you can make dead things talk, right?
No, I can command them at times. I
Not in
can't make them
particular.
speak.
I have a friend that can, but I haven't seen him in a while.
I am not very versed in the school of necromancy.
It's just shadows here.
You know what? I'm gonna send a message to Douglas.
We may have some difficulty with that. He's currently a wanted person.
The inn marked as a safe haven, so I'm pretty sure if we
If
stay
he was
there, we'll be
around,
fine.
Douglas would be quite handy for this particular situation, I think.
Kalsto, I'm sending a message to Douglas.
Sure, roll a D100, first of all. Okay.
It's on the wrong side of 50.
You know what it's for? You send a sending from your staff to Douglas?
Yeah, I point my stick up towards the sky.
Sure.
Hello, Douglas. It is Misfit. I have learned new magic. I miss you. Is it easy or hard to talk to dead people?
Wait for a second, you get a response back? Oh! Good to hear from you. Fairly easy. Just mind your manners. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's good advice. I'll train harder.
20 years down the line, we see Misfit in a tent with a Ouija board.
Thank you again, Imp.
Oh my goodness.
It's at this point you get a sending spell back, Misfit.
Uh-huh.
Heard you drop by to visit Penelope. Hope she's doing well. Always good to have friends amongst friends. Have you seen my doll?
Actually, we did see a doll. Was that yours? We're in a left field right now. If you're on Karis, come say hi. Or we'll find you eventually.
Yeah, goes through. It was his message, so you can't reply back on that one.
I miss
Yeah.
Douglas. It's been a while.
You managed to get a hold of Douglas without issue.
Anything?
He said if we talk to dead people, it's easy if we mind our manners.
I think it usually takes a little more than just talking. At least to get any kind of reply.
Well, I could just talk to like plants and animals and stuff. It's easy with that. Dead people can't be that much harder.
You're welcome to try. Hey, let's go take a look at that body.
I'm going to warn you, though, it's not a pretty sight. Just keep that in mind. So Vash and Miss will kind of lead you back over to the guardhouse. At this point, the captain's there waiting for you. Ah, Tipsy Fox, good to see you.
Friendly smile and a wave.
Captain?
Think, good to meet all of you. Very happy to see you have all finally arrived. So have you gotten settled in?
Still picking up
What?
in.
Like, I just wanted to give you, and he holds out an envelope to you guys.
I take it.
It's vouchers for staying at the inn.
Oh, it's very kind of you.
I nudge Amelia on the shoulder and was like, told you. But like,
Fair. I mean, fair.
Well, if there's anything we could do to assist, please let us know. Your resources far outweigh our own, but we're happy to do what we can.
Do you believe you've discovered all the bodies?
I mean, it's really hard to say. Many we've buried previously.
Have they all been human?
I think, wasn't there? And he looks at one of the guards. I believe there was a half elf. There was also. What was that other young woman? I think there was a halfling woman as well. But, I mean, the large majority of our population is human. So, yes, I believe most of them were all roughly in their, probably 17 to 30. All very young, very beautiful, men and women alike.
How many days ago was this last one found?
About 2 days ago.
Okay.
Seems to be one every 4 to 5 days if current pace keeps up.
Do you mind if we take another look? We brought our friends who might have some more insight.
Yes, please, and he'll walk you in there himself.
All right.
Sam will go. He removes the blanket off the top, and you just see this young woman with like this mortified look on her face.
Ugh. Well, you did make. Oh, that was perception, not performance. Never mind.
Unless she, Serena's gonna look over the body and see if this kind of like malformation is similar to something she's heard in tales when dealing with various specters and spirits and the like.
Have I ever read anything on something of this type of killing or this type of deaths?
You can roll an Arcana or History. Serena, you can roll a. Are you proficient in Arcana, Serena?
No.
Then roll a History.
May I roll Arcana or?
Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
I'm half proficient.
Yeah, you can roll.
So anybody with Arcana proficiency can.
Yeah,
Yep.
you might get different things based on your experience, but you might.
Man, rolling low today, guys.
Something about this body just seems slightly off to you, Vilmer. You can't quite put your finger on it.
Okay, I'll try something. Am I the only one getting stuff?
Yeah, everyone else doesn't. Nothing really kind of sticks out.
I'm going to point at it and send a message saying, "I'm so sorry if this comes out of nowhere. You're not still alive in there, are you?"
You point. No, seems to be dead.
Okay. Okay, she like wipes her brow like, "Whew, that would have been bad." I mean, something's not right about it. Like, are they frozen in time, or did they actually die of like a heart attack?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like, sure, it looks like they got scared to death, but I mean, if you get scared to death, you don't keep your shape. So it almost seems like they were frozen at the time that they died.
Is anyone proficient in medicine?
Nope.
The half proficiency.
Would you like to attempt to cut them open and take a look and see, or do you feel underqualified?
Misfit.
This would have been a great time for Simon.
I'm surprised I'm not proficient in it, but I'm not.
I know, I was half surprised too. But it makes sense. You're proficient with a lot of bookwormy things. Collectively, you can all try together if you want.
What's the chance I've got a book on anatomy on me?
Roll a D100.
Chat, roll me a D100.
What are you trying, Serena?
We're trying what they roll.
Serena's going to pull out a wand with a bit of a flourish, place it up against, I don't know, like the body's arm or something.
That's a 17 from Excel.
Yeah, I'd say you have like a basic book of anatomy.
You say, I'm no doctor, but I do have a book. Hold on. And I look through my pack. Yeah, here's a basic anatomy book. Possibly help you. I could assist.
Are you really going to do this?
What cutting them up and even do for us?
Mary's got no problem doing it.
Ash is going for more like, are we really going to be able to tell what's wrong with them if we start this process?
Yeah, why are we? No, I don't want to cut anybody up.
Serena's going to try and use an identify on the body.
Identify does not really bring about anything. It seems like it died of more or less natural causes.
So
No
weird.
magic residue.
So
Well, we can always try an autopsy. Anyone who's squeamish, you may want to step into the room.
do you know of? Cause so far we've just been assuming it's like a human who's coming in and killing these people. Do you know of like any animals that if they looked at you really bad, you die, boss? Because it could be an animal.
I saw a really scary big bear once, and I thought I was gonna die when he looked at me.
My
It's
dad
more
told me a story about
supernatural
it.
to me.
My dad told me a story about a guy that could look at people and kill them once. Not sure if it was true or not.
Yeah, that sounds like your grandpa.
He also said that there was a guy who could throw a meteor out of the sky, but I think he was just trying to trick me.
Yeah, if a meteor fell out of the sky, I'm pretty sure people would die.
Yeah, my dad and my grandpa used to tell crazy stories.
Well, if you guys are going to commit to this, I'm leaving the room. I don't want to be associated with that.
I don't mind helping. I'm just a little concerned we're not going to be able to really, we're going to open it up and get under the nitty gritty of this, but are any of us really, even with this book, going to be able to tell what went wrong?
Thank you for
Other
the
than what we
900
did?
bits.
Jeez, man.
I don't think so.
Did they have a doctor or something in this
Yeah,
town?
could we ask like a doctor?
We might be able to tell if something's missing.
I mean, I guess, yeah, if something's missing.
Then wouldn't they have
Serena will wander
records of
over.
that? Wouldn't they have opened another one?
Respectfully, I think we should let the town doctor do that, and then maybe come back and ask later if they found anything.
Serena will wander over to the guard. Is there a town doctor around?
Very basic. We don't have, I guess, what you would call a typical big city doctor. They mostly deal with remedies and smaller ailments. Nothing to the likes of what you're talking about.
Have they had a chance to look at any of the bodies?
They looked at them, but they couldn't really tell. They said nothing looked really out of place from what they could tell. No wounds.
Well, monsieur, I don't think a doctor's going to be very helpful here. Marius is well studied.
I don't know how helpful opening up this poor lady is going to be.
More helpful than not.
It'll tell us if there's anything internally that was changed or altered, if any. I still have the feeling, and I think Serena's of the same mind, that it's something more supernatural.
Okay.
All I know is this thing feels really weird.
What kind of feeling are you getting then?
I wish I could put it into words, but I'm not sure.
Huh.
No, I just something in my head just told me it's probably a good idea to open it up.
Did anyone detect magic?
No.
Serena
We identified, but not detect magic.
Could I detect magic?
Sure.
Out of character, identify would have very likely have picked up any kind of magic.
On a one single target, yes.
Yeah.
What if there's other things about?
Is this a magical corpse?
It's going to be filled with worms. Oh.
I know you don't pick up any magic residue on anything.
As well as having her having difficulties expressing her feeling, I'm gonna kind of get surface
She
thoughts.
did say, "Oh, we probably should open it up." Actually,
just gonna also try and get like a feeling of what kind of vibe you're getting, or how at the very least how it's making you feel.
would uneasy be a good word, Kalsto?
Yeah.
Okay. Like anxious and uneasy, like, oh, the answer is probably in here, but are we actually gonna be able to figure it out? And the answer is inside of it is probably the more or less her emotional
Okay.
state. And
So
she
a bit
doesn't
of
want to open it up, but she really thinks we should, but she really doesn't want to.
Okay. So we're going to have to do
Wait,
this.
Misfit,
Yeah.
didn't you say you can eat eyeballs?
Oh,
Hold on,
please,
wait a minute.
please no. Please don't make me eat this lady's eyeball.
You're
Oh
concerned
no,
about
I
us
can't
cutting
eat
her open.
eyeballs. Oh no, I'm gonna have to eat this lady's eye. Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no.
You said that in
Oh.
class too.
You're concerned about us cutting her open, and then you're going to propose eating her eye?
So
And
do you have
eyeballs,
some ability to
much
see
less.
through their last vision if you consume their eye?
Yeah, I do.
That is so phenomenally interesting. Please
Just
do.
quite
Let's see
more
what this says.
Oh God! Let's maybe start.
I
with
was
your-
waiting for this to come back up
Oh.
at some point.
No, I feel
Conceptually, it sounded like a fantastic idea, but now that I have to eat an eyeball, I don't like this anymore.
I don't like this for
What?
you.
Can't you just turn into like a dog so it feels less weird?
No, because he has to kind of tap into the staff while it happens. So he has to be like in his form kind of to do it. So he gets to see visions from its last month of life
I
while
mean-
yeah.
It's gonna be just like a fish eyeball, right? I eat plenty of those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look over to the guard captain because I said that out loud and I'm looking for his reaction.
He knows that you Wizarding Guild people are kind of strange to begin with, but he's just kind of following this chain with like it's completely over his head at this point.
Well,
He's not sure if like you're talking in code or something.
I mean, like, if you didn't you say you can like see what they saw, and if you see what killed her, wouldn't that just solve everything?
It could definitely help.
Like, I don't see a better solution here.
Oh, okay.
You want to mutilate a body or eat an eyeball?
Does anyone have some like sauce or anything?
Thank you for the 100 bits for poor Misfit.
So Misfit, as you bring up the sauce comment, you just remember the last encounter you had with sauce a couple days ago from the fire temple.
Oh. Yeah,
You
and you
really
know
want
what?
sauce?
I'll have it plain.
I don't know if you want to be around for this.
Okay. Do you want me to help you get it out, or are you gonna?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I'm just gonna like. Sorry, lady. And I'm just gonna.
I'm so sorry,
kinda
lady.
Get her eyeball out with just a dagger. Like, just pop it out,
Really?
leverage it.
Probably.
Serena's
Yeah.
gonna try and usher the guard out of the room. I don't think he wants to be around for this.
Oh no! Believe me, I'm very curious where this is going now.
Yes, Amelia. What?
There's
All right.
probably better tools to do that.
Misfit, have you
yeah,
tried
you're probably
other
right.
parts? Have you
No.
tried the heart?
No, we're not going to cannibalize the freaking body.
I know conceptually that this is an ability I possess, but I've never done this before.
I mean, I probably
Well,
have
the
some bigger
deceased has no more
tweaks here.
use for it. And if it can help solve the crime.
Marius?
Oh yeah, my jeweler's tools. And I'll pull out my jeweler's tools and look for like big tweezers or like more appropriate tools to get an eyeball out of the socket.
I mean, you
Unless-
guys probably have the
wait.
tools to get it done.
I
Oh,
can do
yeah,
this
there's
once
surgeon's
per
tools in
day.
here.
I can eat an eyeball every day.
Yeah, dude.
Misfit's gonna get a mental message. I can at the very least make this more palatable for you.
No, it's okay. I
Yeah,
think this is something I need to experience fully.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I suggested that I'll be responsible for the one getting the eyeball out with the surgeon's tools.
All right,
Doing this.
go ahead, roll a medicine check
Medicine.
as you go to remove it. Because even though you have tools, doesn't mean it applies to pulling it out of a body.
I flip over the book to the chapter on eyeball.
Actually,
Does that give
Marius,
advantage?
I would allow it to be your aid, yeah.
Marius,
Pass.
I'm getting a queasy stomach right now. Can you actually do this?
Marius is taking notes also, and just like enthralled with what's going on.
I can attempt. I've never done this before.
I need someone to stand it. I actually can't go through with this. It's messing with my head too much.
All right, I will attempt.
Slumber, this reminds me of when we were doing the eyeball in Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
Don't
Hey.
forget. Don't forget book advantage.
Amelia is fine with this. I hate this.
That was a
Book
great
advantage.
moment.
What if it tastes good? What if I get like a taste for eyeballs after this?
You're gonna be an eye vampire.
Yeah.
Do you want it to taste awful?
Eye tyrant.
No.
Alright, so Amelia, you dig in with the tool and you pop it out. As it pops out, you watch as fresh blood comes out of the eye socket. It is not coagulated. And just starts draining out the side of the eye.
That's interesting. What if the body's just petrified and not dead?
Just take this poor lady's eye.
Oh,
I have a spell that can do that. I can feign death. What if this poor lady's not dead? She's dead, right?
She'll be a
Dead?
pirate now, if not. Hey, thank you for the bits again, and thank you for the raid, Hero Zone. Welcome.
I'm probably not getting
Hope you all
any
had a great
surface
game.
spots off this lady.
As the blood continues to drain out the side of the eye, you just watch as the body seems to kind of almost rapidly decay, not to like any great extent, but it seems to.
I snip the eye out.
Well, you already got the eye, so you got the eyeball out. This is the rest of the body.
Well, there. I'm snipping the cord.
Snip.
Yep.
The eyeball seems to be remaining fresh, at least for the moment. However, the rest of the body seems to be catching up, and the smell in this room starts to become horrendous. You just watch as like Vash. The guard.
Describe the smell.
Oh, it smells like a dead body now. Where before it didn't really smell.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll pat him on the back.
I'm good. I'm good. The guard just like runs out of the room. You hear him throwing up in the hall.
Hurry up!
Especially after watching the eye.
Come on.
Here.
Can we go outside though?
Do you want to eat this in here or out of here?
Outside.
Bash just gonna sit there. Hurry before it goes bad.
Yep. Tristan's just gonna kind of whisper to him. 5 gold, it rots in his mouth.
You're on.
I take the eyeball and I shove it in my mouth.
5 gold says he throws it up.
Oh, that's too easy.
All right, roll a D100, Misfit.
No.
Or you can have chat do it. Your call. You were chat.
Thank you
Up to
again.
you.
Hero.
I would recommend
we got some
swallowing it.
chatters tonight. Could I get a chat D100?
All right, so as you ingest the eyeball off the corpse.
Oh
see what we get.
no!
Uh-oh. Him with a 99.
Oh no!
So, Misfit, you adjust the eyeball. And you kind of sit there and it immediately kind of rots in your mouth. It would kind of be like eating a ball of like rancid butter that you didn't know was rancid. But for the brief second you sit there, you see like quick flashes of, you're not exactly sure when these are over the last month, but she seems like she's a happy individual. You see her like doing chores, like rapidly flashing around, and then you immediately throw up this rotten eyeball, like, and anything you had eaten this day as well. And you just see like this rotted eyeball with like a maggot popping out of it. Bash hands. Serena 5 gold.
Well, did you get anything?
Where did that maggot come from?
I think that was his.
I'm gonna go stumble outside of this room.
I love how that was your very first attempt trying to do that too. It was a 99.
Hey, it can only get better from here.
At least you know how it works now.
No, it could get 1% worse, actually.
It can only get better, right?
I mean, she does have 2 eyes. That one's a little bit grosser, though. You want to save it for tomorrow?
Vel would.
All right, so while Misfit's taking a constitutional break outside, recovering from his experience, you guys can go ahead and try to extract the other eye as well. DC goes up slightly because it has become much softer.
Maris doesn't seem affected by the smell either, in the least.
Yeah.
Neither does Serena.
What, you guys not breathe or something?
Ash goes to check on Misfit, for emotional support.
Yeah, this place is positively rancid. Good luck, you guys.
No, I've just
Oh,
mentally checked out at this. I've just mentally checked out at this point.
I'm holding it together.
Step over Dash.
All right, Velmer and Amelia, go ahead and Marius is still. You guys still have the books, and the 3 of them there. Go ahead and make another check.
I have -1. I do not trust myself.
Does it have the advantage still?
Yes.
It's still advantage because you guys are eventually using it's your guys' aid. So you all 3 are there with the book. You have the tools, and Amelia's trying to do the tweezers.
I feel like
Holding the eye socket open. Barely
All right.
it in.
Chat, if you'd like to roll a D100 real quick. First D100 gets it. Okay, that's not so bad.
43.
So as you go to kind of squeeze and get the eye out, this time, because it's a little bit more squishy, you just part the eye in half and squish it. It still comes out, but it is severely damaged. You don't know if it needs to be in good condition or not.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't need to be an intact eye.
You kind of have to scrape and scoop it out, though. What do you want to put it in?
Does anyone have an empty potion vial?
Yeah, somewhere in my alchemist set. Hang on. And I'll rummage through my alchemist supplies and pull out an empty vial that I assume it has.
We'll, I guess, put it in there and then
I cork it.
Okay, you pop it in. Yep.
I'm so glad I decided to change out of my fancy outfit for this.
Eyeball in a jar added to my inventory.
Had that dice roll been a little bit higher, we could have had some eye goop popping some people in the face. Vash would go outside, just kind of go over and put his hands on your shoulders, just you okay, buddy?
I saw the lady's life a little bit. Not a whole lot, though.
Did you see what her end was like?
I think I didn't have it down long enough.
It's okay. We'll get you some sauce in case you ever have to do it again. I think they're working on the other eye right now for you.
Oh no! I really hope they don't get it.
Val comes out of the guardhouse. Okay, I got it. It doesn't need to be intact, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. We'll probably
perhaps you can put it in a shot glass.
Misfit Vash looks over at you, Misfit. Guess we know what you're having for breakfast.
I thought about it, my whole body squirmed.
The caterpillar eyebrow from where your eyebrow was shaved off just raises curiously.
It does the Dwayne Johnson.
Yep.
Is the guard captain recovered enough to talk yet?
Yeah, I mean, he got everything he ate out already, too, so he just is outside breathing. Basically, everyone in that guardhouse is now outside getting fresh air and, like, opening the windows.
So you never poked the body? None of them?
Why would we poke the body?
I don't know, to see if it was a heart attack?
We're not doctors, we're guards.
You didn't call in the doctor? You did? Oh my god.
We don't have doctors. We have, like...
Barbers.
What is that one called? Oh, a pediatrician.
Oh. Well, I guess you don't have to feel guilty about burying them anymore.
I mean, are you trying to say that we shouldn't have buried the other ones?
Well, they could have been alive, couldn't they?
I mean, I don't know. They looked pretty dead to us. Do you want to dig one up?
I shake my head
Actually,
no.
we probably should to check.
I shake my head no.
Wait,
How
they might
long?
have
What's
a eye
the
in
oldest
better
one that's
condition.
buried? If it hasn't decomposed, then it is possible that could give us a clue as to if they're petrified or not.
There was another one we buried about 5 days ago.
Do you know where the oldest one is?
The oldest? It's really hard to tell. I mean, they were much more spaced out, so we didn't really notice much of a trend until they became more frequent.
Well, do you know who the first
oldest-
victim was and what happened to the body?
Not specifically. The first one that we really know that's documented is maybe like 4 months old.
Do you have
It's
access
been
to that
about
one?
16 in total.
They need to be fresher than a month.
No,
Yeah, he
but
can only see with it. Misfit can only see within a month.
for that, yes. But
Yeah.
if these are actually not dead until we tamper with them, if they're just cursed or petrified or somehow suspended, a 4-month-old body will still look like it's intact. Otherwise, it will have already been decaying.
I mean,
So that will give us
we could probably
part of
dig
an
one up.
answer.
It's a little bit late in the day, but I mean, we could go look.
To be honest, it being late in the day is probably better. Less than crowd of people watch us dig up a body.
Go ahead over the shed behind there. There's a couple of shovels. Go ahead and help yourselves.
How
It's
late
like
in the
it-
day is it?
It was like an oyster, but so bad.
Do you say what time of day is it?
Yeah.
It was 4 o'clock when we got here, so it's probably closer to like
5,
7 o'clock.
6. Yeah.
Oh.
Because you guys ran around for an hour and a half, and then we played doctor.
Phrasing.
Sorry for what you had to experience. That was unpleasant for everyone involved.
I am no longer the same person I was an hour ago.
Well, Serena, may I? Do you know prestidigitation?
Odd question. Why do you ask?
I just look at her and like my hands, probably some blood on me.
Oh,
The smell of rot that's probably stuck on my person.
oh here, Vash, let me get you and I prestidigitation Vash.
Thank you.
Well, I stick my hands out.
Why don't you ask Serena?
Serena.
Is there like a pail of water around?
I mean, you can find one. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
That's water or an empty bucket.
Well, you can always try and ask Val. But,
Here, Misfit. Why don't you try one of those pieces of gum? Maybe that will help get the flavor out of your mouth.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna pop a gumball.
What color?
Val, would you
Um,
mind?
How many were there?
There are
That's where the guns from there. Yeah, sure.
there are 11 gumballs, 4 yellow, 2 pink, 2 purple, 2 blue, 2 green, 1 red. But you're also colorblind, so take that as you will.
I can see yellow. I'll pop a yellow.
Sure. So you go ahead. It kind of tastes like banana. And you guys watch as Misfit chews this gumball. He disguises himself into the form of the dead girl.
What?
The thing on his mind. It's just
wait.
It's a gumball disguised self.
I pull the water bucket in front of him and gesture for him to look down.
Is she missing eyeballs?
Am I missing an eyeball?
No, it looks like her, like when she was alive, from like what you saw in the vision. She was just on your mind at the time you saw, and so that's what you turned into. Because you didn't know what it did.
This could be useful. Where did this person die? Maybe you could act like you're her, and
She
maybe
died
the
at
killer
home
would
in bed.
return. So let's go. Let you go to her home to set up, but make sure the windows are open. Make sure you're seen visible around the house, and maybe the killer will think they failed and come back.
I do feel like I have a very unique connection with this lady now
Marius,
that
I
I've eaten her eyeball.
don't mean to doubt that plan, but how would the killer know?
How would what?
How would the killer know?
Well, if they stalk to pick their victims.
Okay, but she just randomly appeared not 10 seconds ago at the guardhouse late at night. Not exactly enough time for the killer to have noticed their victim.
Well,
is
then maybe we
actually
should have some rounds of drinks at the local taverns, strolls through town just to be seen.
alive with the body.
It may not work, but it's worth trying as
And
bait.
if we're dealing with
What am I
more
wearing?
It's just like a light pink dress.
Okay.
Right back. Yeah, Amelia's gonna head off back to the inn.
Bastion's gonna
Okay.
kind of look at you for a second, Misfit. He looks back at Serena. It really was more like an 8 now that I get a better look. Oh, nothing.
Does anyone follow Amelia back to the inn?
I'm assuming if no one goes with you, Vash probably would go with you because it's probably not a good idea since you are. How old is your character now?
With kill range.
You're within kill range, so if no one,
I'll go with.
you're gonna go. Okay.
You're walking too fast. I can't get it all. Or do you like smelling like rotten meat?
Oh no, I would have. Sorry. Yeah.
Just walk slower.
That being said, I do have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, so you guys head over to the inn while that's happening. So everyone else is sitting there. I mean, he's not wrong, but we would have to get you noticed rather quick. Well, I don't. I mean, it could work. We could set up a trap.
We're also probably going to do horrible things to their family, at least emotionally.
Maybe she doesn't have a family.
Does she have a family?
Like,
Can I see her family
mother,
in
father,
my
and 2
visions?
brothers.
She has a
You
family.
didn't. It was such a rapid view that you got.
Okay.
I mean, you saw people, but you don't know who they are.
Okay.
But yeah, the guards will confirm she has a mom and a dad and 2 brothers.
I don't want to traumatize anybody else today.
I mean, you kind of look young, Serena. Maybe we can have you run around town.
You could be seen together.
I mean, I'd happily go around with you too if they're looking for young-looking individuals. I mean,
That would make me feel good.
Vash gets a message in his head. You're not that young.
shut up, Vel.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back. That would
I
make
heard
me
a shit.
feel better.
He starts fixing his hair.
What now?
We were walking slower and they were having a conversation, so I still heard him, and I just pointed back and sent him a message. And he had an outburst. It was funny.
All right.
What's the plan? To just kind of wander around and hope the killer decides to target one of us?
I had a plan for that.
You left.
No,
You're not here.
I thought they had caught up.
No, we're still
They're still deciding
hanging
what to do
around.
with the disguise.
Well, I don't know how to make this go away. So if you want to do something with it, that's fine.
Well, it's unfortunate. Where did you get that gun, anyways?
One of our guildies sent it to me in the mail. Remember the gumball wizard?
Oh yes, I remember. Well, that was nice of him. So our plan is to just try and bait out whatever this killer is. Because I don't think it's going to go for any of us. At least if the rumors are true.
We have some younger individuals, but where do all the young people hang out in this town?
How do you
Looks
do,
over
fellow
the bar.
kids?
Although, you do bring up a fair point.
What they said, they don't target travelers.
What if
Oh,
we
there was some
gathered
travelers.
all the younger kids and individuals and people together?
They're just going to, wander up and go, hey, do you have a child who's between the ages of 20 and 30?
Oh, we
Who's
should
young
throw a
and beautiful?
party.
And he points directly at Misfit.
That's a good idea, Misfit. We could have a party for the youth.
If we bring them all together and we throw a big party, our odds
like
of
24 as well. Is it Marius like 24?
Older than that.
He's older than that.
Is he?
Who?
How
old's Marius?
He's not that old, I think. Let me double check. I think he's only like
I
28.
think he's let's throw a party for
He's
the
just
youth.
he's just
He's an
had
old
a
soul.
rough life.
Mhm.
No, I'm sorry, he's 38.
I was gonna say, I thought you were like in your late 30s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
because you're about the
38.
same age as him and Bell.
Other victims that were discovered, were they also killed in their sleep?
We don't know if people were killed in their sleep. We just know that every time we find someone, they weren't always in bed, but they were in their homes, doors locked. People had noticed they had gone missing or not shown up for work or not been seen. They all seem to be in natural positions, sitting, sleeping.
So, propose we throw this party and our killer finds a victim. If they continue their trend, we're not going to know until they go home. How are we going to know who to follow?
What if we just keep them there all night? We book
Be a
out
lock-in.
in.
Then
A
our killer
lock-in.
probably won't strike.
Well, who knows? But if we just leave them all about the town, we're definitely not going to find them until it's too late.
Well, Amelia and I can certainly provide the entertainment. We're going to need a lot of drinks.
We'd have to make it in a way that would make them comfortable enough, if it is a person, to feel safe to show up. What about a costume party?
Oh, I like that idea.
Good, because we'll pick up there next week. For the Halloween murder episode.
Ooh.
Nice. What do we got going on Friday?
Ooh, Friday. I think we need to finish exploring our very dangerous supposed base camp of Eltwin. See how many more times Patrick could get shot by traps for 100 plus damage per round.
Yeah.
But hey, you have to let Baron know too, because technically you deconstructed that wall, which probably saved us a lot of pain. So hopefully we get to go there, find out information, and then hopefully shortly thereafter find the body that we're looking for to finish out the end of our quest with a little bit more help.
Cool. So hopefully we will see everybody Friday midnight Central for that action right there. Thank you everyone who hung out with us. Thank you for the raids from Hero Zone. Thank you Empiric for making it rain bits on us all night. Very appreciated. You're too kind. And if everybody will hang out through the credits, I will find us someone to raid and pass on the love. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week, everybody. Good night.
Nice.
Good night, everyone.